Hey everybody, it's Locke here from Co-Optimus, taking a look at A Valley Without Wind 2. Now, I reviewed the game, the first game, when it came out a couple years ago, and it was very different, and A Valley Without Wind 2 is a total remake of their system, and really they've outdone themselves, and if you've written off A Valley Without Wind because you played that first one or just didn't care about it, I would highly encourage you to check this out. I'm going to go through a bunch of stuff because I got a chance to sit and play a big co-op session with John Bardinelli, one of the co-op staffers here, and we went through that with a 3-player co-op game, and it was a lot of fun. To get things started off, really, A Valley Without Wind is it's a procedurally generated world, and there's sort of two elements of game styles to it. First is this world, this board game style overworld, which is completely new, where you are managing different tiles and you are trying to take care of different areas and expanding your resources and that sort of thing, and you are battling against this overlord that spawns monsters and presses in on your area. So that's one half of it. The other half is this Metroidvania style tactical combat where you're exploring with a hero, gaining experience, learning new spells, getting loot. It really feels like ActRaiser when you combine those two things to it. The world is called Environ, that carries over from the first game, and it's really endless. You save when you finish a game. You save a continent from an overlord. You can go to another bigger, larger, more complex continent, and the game adapts to how you play. If you demonstrate that you are being very proficient, monsters and missions will upgrade accordingly. It's really unique to that, so you're not just steamrolling the game every time. If you've killed, say 100 bats, now the next set of bats are going to be on fire. They're going to make it more difficult. So this procedurally generated world is very interesting, and it adapts to how you're playing, that doesn't happen in a lot of games, and I like that they focused on that. There's new to this is characters. The characters and art style and everything has been redone. The customization is awesome. You can combine spells, you can combine enchantments and equipment to create these specialized character builds. You can select whether you want to be more of a tanky character or and you can switch all of this on the fly. And remember that it's not if your character is going to die, but when. And when you die as a character, you're not lost forever, but you get to respawn, and that's very different from the game. It doesn't have the roguelike elements to it anymore. Switching over to the board game style, you kind of become this leader as you're rescuing NPCs when you go into an area, and they construct buildings and manage buildings and gather resources. The NPCs increase their skill and their mood, so it's got this sort of simulation side to it, and you can actually send them on missions to take over parts of the map to sort of push back this overlord, this evil overlord. There's tons of challenges. The level design is crazy, and it's a weird game because the monsters aren't typical monsters. You're going to get weird things like orbs that shoot energy, scorpions that have fire surrounding them, weird clockwork pigeons. But it's a lot of fun and definitely worth checking out. If you have the first one, you get the sequel for free, so go install it. Please check it out. It's a lot of fun. You can play up to I think it's 20 co-op players on one map. I'd say anywhere between 4 to 8 is pretty good. It gets pretty chaotic, but you all don't have to be on the same world at once, which is really cool. Really, there's a ton of new monsters in the sequel. There's a ton of different spell types, and you can switch these on the fly. You can start out with a staple, an earth or wind, water, fire, and then as you upgrade and gain levels, you can move to things like there's a magnetic type, there's a guy that throws garbage, you can switch to, there's alchemist that uses potions. It's super unique, and I really dig the style of A Valley Without Wind 2, and again, the music comes into play. They've done a total revamp of the music. It fits what you're doing, this sort of exploration in this overworld, the back and forth between platforming and combat to this management and simulation. It's actually really well executed. So the controls have changed. You can use a gamepad, which is highly recommended instead of keyboard and mouse. Mouse aiming is out of this, so it's either keyboard or either gamepad, and it adds to the combat. Really, the mouse aiming just kind of took away from, it wasn't how you do this style of game. So anyways, that is A Valley Without Wind 2. Just a quick summary of it. It is definitely worth your time. Go check it out. Grab some friends. It's a lot of fun and something very unique to the industry right now.